My name is Olivia Mulerwa, and I'm passionate about development of justice systems in Rwanda.
And I'm Mahoro. I'm a civil society activist interested in human rights and peace building mainly.
Eric and I chose to make this presentation together. Yes, to be efficient, but for a much more critical reason that I hope you will see as we proceed. For many people in Rwanda, and for me, our country is only 22 years old. I was only 9 at the time, but I have vivid memories of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi that left 1 million people dead in just 100 days. Think about that for a second. In the aftermath, there were 300,000 orphans, 500,000 widows, and 3 million people left Rwanda as refugees, out of a population of 7 million at the time. If you read the story, then you know that this was made possible by a strong government that was able to mobilize people around this evil motive in the absence of any dissenting voices. No one spoke up for the marginalized. Since then, our government has worked to rebuild the country around the ethos of unity and reconciliation. But
do you think the strong government has gone anywhere? That's not the case. Right now, we're dealing with a government that has been involved into stopping the genocide and restoring the order in the country. But what does that mean to us? That means that oftentimes the voices that are not loud enough may not be heard, especially when you want to oppose the government. This means, in this situation, that we need a strong civil society that can actually be able to question the government and maybe press the government to fill the gaps. As you see on the picture, there is thousands of women waking up every day to go to sell things on the street. We love our city. The previous picture is my city of Kigali, which I love so much. But previously, in May 2016, a woman was killed on the street because she was selling things. And she represents many thousands of poor women who earn a living by trying to work hard by selling things on the street. But guess what? Nobody stood to question why the law enforcement officials had used over force, which made actually the loss of that woman, including the women's rights organizations. So that means that in this country, you have to worry about the role of the civil society in speaking up for the citizens, for their voices. Now, I want to ask you, Olivia, how do you think we can build a strong civil society that can be able to speak up for the rights of the weak people?
that's the question. How do we build a strong civil society in Rwanda that can provide an alternative voice to that of the government? I've been thinking about this for a while, even before I was introduced to the idea of the essential question. I spent the last 3 years working for the Ministry of Justice in Kigali, heading a department charged to develop policies and see their implementation around human rights. And I was in a position to provide opportunities for civil society organizations to engage with government, with my department on human rights policy. but that didn't quite happen as I thought it would. Which led me to think that perhaps the issue facing civil society organizations is capacity. I believe that civil society organizations in Rwanda are not skilled or able to properly engage with government on these important policy issues. I believe so much in that I wanted to think about a solution, and I'm so thankful for my time at the presidential precinct because I came with a challenge, but I'm leaving with this solution. Civil Society Resource Center, that's my idea. I want to create a platform for civil society organizations in Rwanda to receive the skills enhancement that they need, to connect and network with funding opportunities, to network with each other and learn from each other as they grow, to provide support to new organizations that are trying to navigate the maze of the registration process that is often complex. So that is my idea, a civil society resource center for Rwanda. Eric, what are you going to do about it?
I promise you can't talk loud enough if you're a single voice. The guy on the right on the picture, the guy in a gray suit is me. And I've been serving for many years as the director of programs for an organization called Never Again Rwanda. And I serve also on the board of the Rwanda Civil Society Platform, which hosts over 400 organizations. So the two people on the left includes the Minister of East African Community Integration and one guy from the Rwanda Governance Board. Why that was happening, that they gave me an opportunity to talk about including the civil society in the East African community integration, is because we had created informal networks that pressed the government so hard that they had that it is a time to talk about this issue. And this is what I'm going to invest in, supporting informal sectoral networks among the civil society organizations, which do not provide a lot of occasions for the government invasion. But in other words, we want to support networks that will be able to advocate for the voiceless people and to call the government to sit on the table and sort issues. It's not easy, but if we work together, I believe we can reach there.